I just happened to be the lucky one that got paired up with him. He's a phenomenal young man.
And one local teenager wanted to be a guardian on the last honor flight of the Ozarks, so he raised money to pay for his ticket. Luke Legris only had to raise $500, but ended up raising $2,000. Carissa Cordell brings us his story.
I was looking for volunteer opportunities with our veterans and military personnel, and I was offered a slot as a guardian on this flight if I could raise the money for it.
18-year-old Luke Legris raised the money for his ticket and then some.
$1,500 was donated to the Honor Flight of the Ozarks program.
Legris was able to accompany a veteran as they toured the war memorials in Washington, D.C.
I just happened to be the lucky one that got paired up with him. He's a phenomenal young man.
I'm beyond thrilled for this opportunity to, let alone just be with him for one day. So I'm very honored. The things that they did are beyond what the history books could even tell.
He tells me he's most excited to see the tomb of the unknown soldier.
I just think that's just a very big memorial to pay respect to.
For Legris, this isn't just a chance to learn about history.
I really look up to these people before me, and I hope to follow in their footsteps one day.
It's a chance to prepare for his future as he wants to go into the U.S. Air Force when he graduates.
My grandpa was a naval aviator, and so that also just paid a big portion of inspiration to me.
It's just not every day that you're going to find a 18, 19-year-old high school kid that cares enough, let alone one that wants to run around all day with a bunch of old people.
He's currently in flight school to become a pilot with 2 solo trips already under his belt.
If there's one thing every veteran has in common, it's resilience. And that means different things to different veterans. But for Navy veteran Jackie Tripp, it was her key and experience navigating the military as a woman in the 1970s. Ben Morris shares her story of pushing through adversity and making history aboard the trip of a lifetime to the nation's capital.
Since 2013, Central Valley Honor Flight has provided a world-class experience to the veterans of Central California, escorting them across the sky to the U.S. Capitol. This flight, the 32nd out of Fresno, includes 73 veterans, 5 of them women, including Navy veteran Jackie Tripp.
I'm blessed. I am totally blessed, and I'm just so honored to be a part of all of this.
Each Central Valley Honor Flight is a 3-day adventure filled with sightseeing, visiting monuments and memorials, and even an in-depth tour of the Capitol building. A flight Tripp wasn't expecting to be on.
I wasn't supposed to be here. I had originally signed my husband up for it, and then as a fluke I thought, oh well, I'll sign me up because they probably won't pick me.
The next thing she knew, she and her husband, Navy veteran Dick, and their daughters were here in D.C. A visit well earned following her time in the service, which all started in 1975. Tripp enlisted after being inspired by her Navy veteran dad and aunt who served in the Women's Army Corps during World War II. But from the beginning, she faced scrutiny and speed bumps in the male-dominated field.
I did bump a lot of men out of their barracks, out of their shore duty, out of a lot of stuff, and there was some resentment, and they threw it at me.
Her first assignment was supposed to be aboard the historic Old Ironsides, the USS Constitution, which was first launched back in 1797 until she was told women weren't allowed, and was instead sent to Japan to serve as a librarian and a career counselor. From there, she was sent to Naval Submarine Base Bangor in Washington State to work as a radio operator, where she was the only enlisted woman. But in Washington, it was the officers' wives that didn't want her in the radio shack, so she became a message runner for the executive officer instead, before finishing her career with the Navy's Construction Battalion. A roller coaster ride in the service, all coming back to her.
I never realized how much pain I carried because I didn't go to Vietnam, even though I was in the Vietnam era.
But it's pain a trip like this is helping heal while providing her a deeper understanding of her male counterparts.
To be able to let that go, to know that and understand that they were playing a very important part of it all. And, I'm sorry that I was in their way, but I'm not sorry that I was there to support them.
Though healing is a major part of each honor flight, on the final day of Tripp's journey, she was hit with the ultimate shock. The chance to accomplish one of her life's dreams, laying the wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldier.
So day was just mind-blowing. I would have never imagined to be selected to do what they asked me to do. It was a complete surprise and a total honor.
It also makes her the first woman in 32 Central Valley Honor flights spanning over a decade to do so.
It is always cool to represent women. I don't think there's enough of us, and I think we still get lost in the shuffle.
Now, after accomplishing one dream, she's already thinking about the next.
I would like to see more women out front, and my dream is to have an honor flight with nothing but women.
Reporting from Fresno, I'm Ben Morris.
Coming up, we're taking you to Willard, where the community came together to celebrate the 250th birthday of the Army, Navy, and Marine Corps.